let's discuss Kevin Stefanski. Daniel, is Kevin Stefanski on the hot seat? Apparently, there's been a lot of chatter, a lot of rumors buzzing that Mike Vrabel has been being looked at as the potential successor to Kevin Stefanski. And let me be very, very clear, really, really quick when I say this. And I know people, you guys know I cover the Bengals and all this good stuff. But let me be very, very clear. I think Kevin Stefanski is one of the best coaches in football.
Yeah.
Two-time coach of the year. I think that the Cleveland Browns would be making a mistake if they moved on from him. You asked him to go out there and turn water into wine with a quarterback in Deshaun Watson, who forgot how to play the quarterback position effectively. You asked him to go out there and field a winner. That's difficult to do. But one thing I will say is I've been very, very impressed with the way Kevin Stefanski has approached the job with all the chaos within that organization year in and year out. If they fired him, some team is going to get an opportunity to hire him as their coach. And I don't think Kevin Stefanski has to earn his chops as a play caller or anything like that. I think he'd be a head coach again, because a lot of people look at the Cleveland Brown situation and look at it and say it's unstable. It's a place where, you have to be Superman almost to really succeed there. And when I look at it, I think there are two coaches that could potentially be on the out this season that I see as home run gets. Kyle Shanahan and Kevin Stefanski are two guys that I believe, and two guys that I believe that could really help turn an organization around. I'm a believer though. I'm a believer in Kevin Stefanski. I still believe that he is a good coach in the National Football League. And hell, they'd be making a stupid mistake, but I do believe that Kevin Stefanski is going to hot seat. I don't know if he survives the season, Daniel.
Yeah.
And you know how I feel about coaching, firing coaches mid-season, but I don't know if he survives the season, to be honest with you. What are your thoughts?
We're talking about a head coach, and I'm with you. Not just a one-time, a two-time coach of the year at the NFL level. And we're talking about him getting fired. This tells me a lot about the organization. Kevin Stefanski, I think, yes, he is on the hot seat for right or for wrong. There's a lot of buzz, and this is a simple notion. This is kind of a message that, hey, respectfully, life isn't fair. And what I mean by that is he is potentially getting outed for something that's not his fault, right? He was a huge proponent of bringing in a Mike Vrabel behind him, right? Has had a long relationship with him, brought him in. They've raved about Mike Vrabel in the building, and now Vrabel could be the guy that potentially replaces him, right? Him and the GM, Andrew Berry, have a good relationship. Everybody in the front office, people, all the fans are calling for Kevin Stefanski's jobs, but it struggles. I really struggle to see how Kevin Stefanski is the sole reason why they're losing. And that's the part that sucks. And that's the part the Browns front office and ownership have to ask themselves, hey, what good are we doing by firing a Kevin Stefanski? And that's the part that sucks, Malik. They've got, 2-3 wins? And I just think it would be a massive mistake to fire Kevin Stefanski for a problem that goes and is rooted deeply in the organization, is rooted deeply in the decisions that they've made about their quarterback, about their offense. Because like I said, the dude just won coach of the year, and we're talking about firing him. So yes, I think he's on the hot seat, but this dude is, in my mind, one of the best offensive minds in the NFL. We've seen him take and turn quarterbacks around, and we've seen him field a sufficient offense and field a consistent offense time and time again. So while the product they may be putting on the field is not great right now, you have to applaud the head coach, and maybe not even applaud him, but you have to give him some wiggle room to where, hey, this dude has dealt with Dorian Thompson-Robinson. This dude has dealt with multiple different quarterbacks, dating to last year, dating to the year before, and he's had to somehow make it work. Made it work last year and isn't making it work this year. So Kevin Stefanski is a great football coach, and he's just having a poor season. But like I said, for a dude to win 2 Coach of the Year awards, I think this is a massive mistake for the Cleveland Browns. The only way this turns out well for them is if they hire Mike Vrabel, and Vrabel is fully the guy that they want to go behind and support.
And I don't even think that's like turning it around for them, right? I think that's you're going from a guy that's proven he could be a very good head football coach in the National Football League to a guy that has also proven he's been a good football coach in the National Football League. It's a lateral move, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I don't know if Vrabel changes too much, and there's a lot of dysfunction within the organization. You got to even ask yourself, does Andrew Berry, the general manager of the Browns, survive this? Because this Kevin Stefanski was a him hire, and I feel like the owner, Jimmy Haslam, I feel like they're quick triggered often. And I feel like this is a bad decision. They have to look at themselves and say, hey, you know what? We made a bad decision by investing in a quarterback that no longer has it anymore. And
Mhm.
you got to be able to cut your losses. So sometimes simplifying it without trying to go out there and reinvent the wheel is the right place to be.
Yeah.
And I feel, in my honest opinion, that the Browns would be making a huge mistake in one, but it'd be right on par for what the Browns have done throughout their career, throughout their history. You know what's funny? People often laugh at me when I say this, but I feel like when the Browns were the most scary was when they had, what's my man's name? The general manager there. He was the Kansas City Chiefs general manager, John. It'll
Find
come
it,
to
yeah.
me. It'll come to me. He was the general manager, but he was willing to go out there and make moves and be aggressive to try to field a competitive team.
Mm,
Uh,
Dorsey.
John Dorsey, yeah. When John Dorsey was the general manager of the Cleveland Browns, I was like, wow, okay, this team, this team could definitely do something. But it's one of those things where it's like Baker Mayfield looked like shit with them, and
Mm,
then he leaves, and then he's able to win a division. He's able to do some good things. Not saying that guy will ever win a Super Bowl or anything like that, but it showed that he wasn't the issue in Cleveland. Maybe it's just the organizational structure. I have no idea. But I could tell you one thing. Um, the Browns are in a situation where I feel like they keep going round and round and round and round and round and round.